Hello there fellow modellers, Steve here. I've got my hat on because it's a bit nippy up here and I've just put my little heater on. Now this video will be a review of, well, an update of how far I've got with my CF-18 Hornet for the Honour Our Heroes Canadian build, a review of how far I've got with the F8 Crusader for Speedy's 60s jets, a review of the Phantom for my group build, carrier aircraft of the 20th century, which starts next year, whichever way you look at it. Something else that I'm going to do with the F8 Crusader, and a message as regards for Lenny. Hi there, Lenny. So we'll start off with the message. Now, I was watching one of your videos, which is a coming soon, and it concerned the Junkers 52 from Where Eagles Dare. Great film, fantastic. I've liked that ever since I was a kid. Now, it didn't say when you were going to start it, but there was a few replies that said they had that kit in their stash. Frankie had it, I think, and the lad who you're doing the F-16 group build, Freddie, and I hope you're okay after your operation, he was up for doing it as well. He's got it in his stash, and I've got one as well. And when it's this, I picked it up at a model show in the summer, and it's that one there. It's the Minesweeper version that has the ringer that sent a magnetic force exploding mines, but it's still the basic airliner shape. Now, maybe if you were going to do it, you could start a Where Eagles Dare group build, because I would definitely be up for it, and I would make this. But you could do anything from Where Eagles Dare. The red bus with the snowplow thing on the front, anything, even the helicopter, which is a bit odd because that wasn't about at the time. But anyway, so if you fancy doing that, I'll be in for it, and I'm sure a few other people would be. But I'll put that to one side, and I wouldn't have the correct markings, but maybe you'd be getting them from some supplier. You have to tell us where they are. So have a think about it, and I'll be up for it. I'll put that down. Right, now we'll see how far I've got with the F-18 Hornet. And there it is. Well, that's obviously the top half because I haven't got that done yet. But and there's the bottom colour. That's all completed. There's just a bit touching up to do in the wheel wells there, because that's it's like an off-white. But otherwise, everything else is done. But the top has got to have its coat put on, and the nose has got to be coloured a different in this. The tip of the nose, it's like a cream colour, which is goes with the tip of the missiles and the fuel tanks, which are there. And I've got the canopy to put on yet. Now the pilot, I'm keeping that for the F8, and I've got something that I'm going to attach, or it's like a walk around pilot off another kit that I've got, which is for something else, but I'll show you that in a minute. But otherwise it's okay, and I'll have to sand them bits of paint marks off the bottom one that's overran, so they'll not show up on the top coat. But otherwise that's going okay. I'm quite pleased with that. Now I think that started on the 11th of November, and it's now, what's the date today? Well, it's after the 11th of December. Now, as far as I know, there's still a few people doing it. Armour, and I know Radzi 76 is doing a Canadian Rigby bomber, because I've been watching one of his videos, and he had a bit of problem with it at the beginning, but he seems to have sorted it out. So we'll put that to one side. And this is the F8 Crusader. And I put the fuselage halves together last night because the clothes pegs are still on and the elastic bands. But otherwise this is turning out quite good, and it's got a very good detail in the cockpit. If I can zoom in a bit. You see the details? The detail on the sides and the actual control panel itself. Now, I haven't got the seat in yet because that has got some supplied harnesses that are on, which is good. It's quite a good kit, this, for an Atari. That's it. And that's coming along fine. I'll hopefully do a bit more on it tonight before I finish. I'll put that to one side. Now, what I'm doing with that is something I picked up off the internet. And it's this carrier deck section. It's like a diorama sort of thing to base the aircraft carrier on, to base the aircraft on. Now, I haven't got the figures, but I've got another kit. I'll get it in a minute. And this is just to make it a bit more exciting. It's an inspiration from Panzerman. Now, he made an aircraft hangar. It was a Skyhawk on an aircraft lift, but he did that from scratch. I'm cheating a bit here because it's a proper kit, but it should look good. And it's quite a basic sort of kit. There's really nothing to it, it's just painting really. I picked this up. NATO pilots and ground crews. Now, especially them, they could look painted to the right colour, as though the carrier deck crewmen with the different coloured jerseys on. Now, I'm thinking about that one there for the CF-18 Hornet, rather than put a pilot that's in the seat at the same time. I was thinking of doing that. I'll have to have a look more of the detail to find out what I'm going to do, but that's quite something that I picked up. And that's it for that. Now, and there's some more of the aircraft deck. Now, I've been experimenting with spraying white paint and it looks good. I'm quite pleased with it. Now, my review for me group build, which starts next month, which is the Phantom, but I'm doing obviously that one there, an F4K of number 892 squadron, the only squadron that flew the Phantom in the Royal Navy when it was based on HMS Ark Royal. Now, we'll get the kit out and we'll see how it goes. This is the first sprue that's got most of the armament on. And bear in mind, this is a matchbox kit, so it's very old. But the detail is quite good. That's the cockpit tube. Seats. There. Obviously you can't see much of the detail because of the black. That's the Sparrow and the other bombs. And it's actually got some aircrew ladders, which is original. I've never actually made this kit before. I've made a lot of matchbox kits when I was a kid. We'll put that to one side. This is the second sprue that has the wings on. Now if you look, the detail is quite good. The panel lines, they're not raised. You got to hand it to Matchbox. They did bring some good kits out. I remember making all the small ones really. Spitfires, the Hurricanes, a few biplanes. But you can see it's quite good. And there's the fuselage on the second and the third sprue. With it being white with the light in here, you can't see it very well. But the detail on there is exceptional with the engraved panel lines. There's the bottom, and that's an oxygen or a ECM pod. The jet intakes. And the clear sprue, you can't obviously see that. I can get a... There, that's better. That's good, and the canopies are in 3 bits, so you can have them open or closed, which is good. Now everybody must remember this. The stand, which is something they don't do in kits anymore. With the... It's like a ball socket, so you could have it at different angles. They used to do these in Airfix kits. They stopped doing them for some reason. I mean, I never used them, I used to hang them from the ceiling. And they used to get covered in dust. And here's the instruction sheet. We'll start with the markings first. There you go, the markings are quite good for an old kit. And obviously there's the one that I'll be doing with the Omega badge on. You can't see it there, but it's Royal Navy XV569. I can remember watching these in that excellent documentary series Sailor. That's considered one of the best documentary series ever on the Royal Navy. Put them in the instructions. I haven't got much space on my bench, it's cluttered up with things. So I'll put it on my knee. Not much, well, it's quite straightforward really, and it gives you a shout out of what armament to put on whichever mark you're making. What's on the Navy version? What have we got? Drop tanks, bombs and Sparrows. And Matra air-to-air and air-to-ground rockets. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to building this. So that's my build. So we'll just go in there now. Right, so that's what I'm doing. So next year there's quite a few group builds coming up. Mine obviously. Nigel Wells has got one North African group build which I've put my name down for, and Aaron Newlands has got a trainer group build which I've also put my name down for, and then also another one which is Cone, I think it's Cone C or Cone S, in April and May, which is an 80s group build, anything from the 80s. He's doing Street Hawk. Now I can vaguely remember that. It was just a motorbike. It was basically Airwolf and a motorbike. But what I'm doing is, I've got a Grumman Goose, and I'm doing it in the markings of Cutter's Goose from Tales of the Gold Monkey. Now see if anybody remembers that one. And actually he was saying that he's looking forward to some of the British ones, what he mightn't have heard of back in the States. So that's up for, that's what's going to happen next year. Lots of group builds. And it'll be interesting to see who follows my carrier aircraft and what they do. Right, as I'll say again, I'm gonna get in the shower. Right, so I'll probably do another review of me Hornet, possibly maybe at the end of the week, and I might have it actually finished or nearly finished. And I'll obviously have some more done on the F8 Crusader and me carrier deck. But apart from that, I'm good to go. And I hope Lenny gets in touch about that Were Eagles Dare, because I would be up for that. That would do me fine. I don't know if anybody can actually make a model of Ingrid Pitt. Definitely. That's just my preference. Right, so keep modelling, all you good people out there. And I hope you're all looking forward to Christmas. And it's not snowing yet. Not in England anyway. Bits of it is, but not where I live. It's raining, because I can see it on the window. But that's about it, and it's cold. I've warmed up a bit now, so I can take my hat off. Right, keep modelling, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.